Okay guys, so I know a lot of moms struggle with low back pain, and this is the kind of low back pain that's like fairly undiagnosed. You haven't really been to see a doctor about it. You can tell it's probably more of like a muscle tissue issue and not like a disc or a nerve damage issue. You're not getting any zinging pains anywhere. I suggest you start here because this could be the reason that you are experiencing low back pain. And in fact, for most people, this is the reason. And once we correct this, a lot of their back pain starts to disappear. Okay? So the majority of the time, and I used to experience this too, back pain is a result of having a lumbar spine that is too arched. Okay? So where your posture, which is not just about your shoulders, but your lower posture through your pelvis is not sitting neutral. And in fact, your posture is actually causing your tailbone to flare out behind you and your low back muscles to shorten, okay? And usually the issue from this is, or the source of this issue is having really short hip flexor muscles. So a lot of us spend a lot of our days sitting in seated positions, whether it's in the car or on the couch at home, whether it's from nursing, just being in that sitting position for a long time. And what that can do is shorten our hip flexor muscles and begin to pull our pelvis downward and shorten our pelvis back here, and it creates this really arched low back. Okay, so just being in that posture is going to put a lot of load and a lot of strain on those low back muscles and cause it to kind of hurt on just a regular basis and make you feel like you really need to do some stretches, okay? My suggestion is to not focus on stretching your back, all right? Because that's exactly what you're gonna want to do. I want you to do the opposite. I want you to focus on stretching your hip flexor muscles, all right? Because that's the root of the problem, right? It's pulling your pelvis downward and creating that nice or that not nice arched back. So what I want you to do to work on this is get in this proposal position or half kneeling position. I want you to think about tucking your tailbone under, so removing that arch in your low back. And you might feel that stretch on your hip flexor right away. Once you feel that stretch, press forward into that stretch just a little bit without losing your tailbone tuck. And you're going to feel a really nice deep stretch on your hip flexor. You can intensify it by reaching one arm up to the sky, and that might lengthen it even further, okay? So that stretch I want you to do every single day. The other thing I want you to pay attention to is as you're going about your day and standing, work on standing level, okay? Don't cock one hip out to the side, no hip popping. The other thing is as you're going throughout the day, periodically tuck your tailbone under to release the tension on your low back muscles, okay? Tuck your tailbone. You can hold it by squeezing your glutes for a little bit and then let it relax. And hopefully over time your pelvis is going to start to sit more level. You're going to feel that tension release from the low back. Your hip flexors are going to be happier, and that nagging back pain that you usually are experiencing is going to slowly disappear.